past 6 weeks, give or take. And then for the last like 2 weeks, it's been mostly rain. So
I
it's
love
just gotten worse
rain,
and
but
worse.
yesterday was really gross. It was just humid as fuck. It was like 75% humidity.
Ugh.
So it was like 70 something degrees, 70 like 9 degrees with like a bunch of humidity. It just felt horrible. For my graphics card to
Yeah.
arrive, it says it's supposed to arrive today, but it's not. Bullshit.
I thought you guys
So
hit
the thumbnail still
monetization.
says 10.
We hit partnership. We're not monetized via ads on videos yet.
Oh, so you
We
got
don't have AdSense, but I think you could do like super chats now, can't you?
so you got the
I
500 sub thing. Okay, so okay, I see.
I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
they
I
can
can't.
do the super chats yet because we didn't
Now you got to do some stuff.
go through the
Yeah, I think
setup.
there's like some more clicks you got to do.
I need to type in my full name. You represent that I am 18 or older, blah blah blah. Company name required. Okay, I gotta do that later. I don't know. I don't know whose name it's under. I don't know who can sign that or not. You might have to do that. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to hopefully the last session of the Lost Mine of Phandelver. I can't imagine there'd be anything more than this session, but I want to do like a nice little wrap-up session. Probably should only be about an hour or so long. Maybe shorter. Who knows? But last we left
But
off,
luckily,
you
you
guys
can
had
still
just
listen to us. Yeah.
Ooh,
I was
maybe.
going to say, you can still listen on Sirenscape, SYRINSCAP. Tune in to Sirenscape to get a wonderful audio log along with your gameplay. Speaking of gameplay, Matt, what were we doing last time?
Last session, you guys have just confronted the Black Spider. Had a fairly hairy fight up until the end, where it just kind of, it was like a nice slope of it was getting pretty difficult, looked a little rough, and then all of a sudden just it got real easy, which is, I guess kind of how it works. Typically, once you start eliminating monsters, that's how it just gets easier. So at the moment, the only thing you guys are left with is in this entire I think you guys have pretty much explored everything in this area except for last we left off. There was a drow figure that looks like it's holding a knife to a dwarf, and he looks like he's trying to just escape. He's just using the dwarf as a shield. You guys gotta decide what you do with that.
I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Yeah, right.
I think he yelled out last time. Remember it? If you make a move, I'll kill him, and then he'll run. But it's up to you guys decide if you can beat his knife.
I think my arrow's pretty quick.
Me. Like, can I bless can Point throw a blessing? Oh wait, I don't even think I have any spell slots left at this point. With how ridiculous our battle just was. No, I can't even. Never mind then. Yeah, I'm totally fine with
Do you
it.
guys, Yell, you want me to take a shot or no?
Yeah, it would basically
I'm down.
be initiative, and if you can kill him before he kills the dwarf, then cool. If not, then well, the dwarf dies. You have to remember that these just
So
like
before initiative, I'll yell out, "Let the dwarf go, or you die."
Mm.
make an intimidation check.
Da, da, da.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses. It's really hard to see. I think this is intimidation.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. 11. Not amazing, but he's in a good spot to where, I mean, you can easily just toss Gundren or a Nundren forward and run. He'll yell out. He says, "If you'll let me go, you can have him."
I would take the deal and then just kill him as he runs away, or at least attempt to.
Take the deal.
He pushes him forward and then starts to run down the stairs.
I'll actually honor my word because I'm supposed to.
Like it.
Let's see,
Nundro.
Responsibility. I do what I must and obey just authority. Lawful. So we made a deal. I stick to it.
He stuck with his deal. He easily could have killed Nundro. Nundro is just a standard NPC.
And if he kills him though, like playing this out, we easily could have killed him. I don't think he's going to outrun the puppy.
Right.
At some point, the puppy's going to bite him to death to where he falls down, and we just shoot him to death, beat him to death. He's not going to outrun it, and Clint could just jump his way to the damn thing.
Just hop his ass over there.
Ba-dunk,
Boing, boing.
I don't think he could have taken the whole group as a whole, but he's not weak. This figure is
okay. Well,
somewhat imposing.
we have plenty of ways to knock him prone.
Yeah. So he's content
So
with...
it just felt like,
yeah, we'll just murder him
Yeah.
later.
yeah, I mean, honestly, the bigger thing is, what do we want? Do we want to notch up one more kill on a fucking drow, or would we rather have Gundren's brother alive? And it seemed like that's the right move. Because there was no guarantee that if we let him go with the fucking dwarf, that he'll won't kill him anyways.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sharp shooting. So
Nundro dusts his knees off and thanks you guys for the save. And there's one last room here to remember, or to read off. Which Puent has found. So dusty draperies adorn the walls of this room, which also contain a bed, a brazier, this is where Nundro was held.
Yeah, I thought you said that the drow popped out of here.
No,
it's these double doors over here.
Yeah, right where I'm at.
Well, then what's beyond these double doors?
It's the only double doors you haven't checked yet.
It's a bullshit connector. Like that's my.
Yeah, it's just a hallway that leads back to where you
over
came.
this way.
Yeah, when you guys were fighting the bugbears in the hallway to the south of it, that drow was actually in the large cavern there, looking around in the the rubble, and actually heard you guys battling, and then ran up and told the black spider. So that's why they were so prepared.
What a piece of shit! I was right to call him a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys would have headed straight
over.
towards the room, if you knew, you wouldn't have had to fight the 3 bugbears and with them.
Yeah, well, it was really cool to murder all that stuff anyways, so...
Yeah, it made it for a good, challenging battle, so it was good.
So I guess I don't think we've even done the booty list.
Yeah, there was no. I did not read any of the treasure off from last time. So searching Neznar, he does have a staff on him, a gnarly-looking spider staff. He's got a potion of healing, which he took, so he doesn't have that. There is a sack on the wooden table. It contains 190...
Where's there a wooden table?
It's not on the map. It's next to the statue.
Okay.
It's got 190 electrum pieces.
Yeah.
Got 150 gold. 150 gold.
Yeah.
And 75 platinum pieces.
Oh, snap.
It's got
Wow, 75. Oh.
9 gemstones worth 10 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
And it's got a dwarven ale mug made of hammered electrum, worth about 100 gold.
Okay. That's ironic. It's made of electrum,
Vana,
but it's
I'm
like
not seeing
gold.
you on roll 20. Are you not in roll 20?
Sorry about that. Tab's loading.
Okay.
You guys will also be leveling to level 5 once you guys get back to town.
Woot, woot, woot.
Still have to sign in.
It's all good. This
Okay.
session should be fairly short. There should only be about, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour left. And since you're not joining the rest of whenever we resume the adventures, decide what you'd like your character to do. Would you like to be an NPC in the town? Is there somewhere you'd like to go for clerical needs, or is your character going to retire? Just think about what you'd like for your character to do.
Were
Okay.
you too upset by seeing us die over and over and over and would not like to adventure anymore?
In all likelihood, I'll probably just have the PC stick to NPC clerical needs for the town, I suppose. From what I saw,
Gary, I could use
at
some
least
help
in campaign.
at the sisterhood.
Yeah,
Or
they don't have
the
a lot
shrine.
of hands. Yeah, at the shrine, I saw they didn't have a lot of hands, so I'll probably just pop Vana there.
Yeah, making holy potions or holy water, healing potions, holy potions, basically.
Holy potions!
Holy potions.
Just combine
Oh
them
man, I
together.
want a holy potion. I don't know what it does, but I want to be holy. Not really. I like shooting things.
Holy potion!
I'd like you to
Then-
make me moly potions.
That's basically it. At this
Moly, moly,
moment,
moly.
at this moment, the
I can-
mines are clear.
Dag. That's great to hear. There's even like the wind blowing in the background. Thank you, Sirenscape, for that.
Silence.
I definitely want to keep holy moly potions on me.
Holy moly!
Well, at this point, I mean, we can kind of, is it worth even collecting the bodies at this point, or should we let the folks on the outside that are hopefully just arriving, let them know?
Well, is that all we found in that room?
Yeah, the room had really nothing in it. It was just kind of like a holding cell.
No,
it has-
we didn't even check that. Okay, thanks for answering that question. I was going to go next, but I'm saying there were 3 bugbears. Did we get shit off the bugbears?
Yeah, I mean they have the standard equipment that they've had in the past.
Which is
There's a morning star. They each have a morning star. And I believe they wear hide, which wasn't really worth anything. Yeah, they're wearing hide, which isn't worth anything, and then they have 3 shields and 6 javelin.
then go add it to the booty list.
It's on there.
And you said there's nothing in the room. Okay.
Now it's more of a holding cell.
All right, then I asked Nundra if there's anything else we need to do before we GTFO.
He asked us if you guys have cleared out the rest of the area.
For the most part, I mean, there's
As far as we know.
there's the deal with the flaming skull guy that's buried under rock. That warning.
Yeah, that's like we'll bring that up again later. That's
Well, I'm answering his
Yeah,
question to
outside
the
of
best of
that,
my ability.
Yeah.
Everything. There was a not a beholder. What was it called?
Spectator.
A spectator that we relieved of his obligation at the forge. So
Yeah, by
that
the way,
should
we
be
found
fully operational now and able to be used.
we found a magical forge. Yeah, things looking good in here, buddy guy. You probably want to get back to town and not die in a cave, huh?
We did not clear out the toxic, poisonous sludge, slime, floor, moldy thing.
Yeah, there's definitely still a room that smells like butt in the southeast.
The fungus.
And that's about it.
It's wonderful. He says, that sounds great. He says he says his Gundren on the way.
Yeah, we came out ahead of him.
Good news. So we can start mining this.
We should probably escort you back to him at this point. At least until you all decide how to deal with the flaming skull thing. That was pretty deadly. Oh, there is one that clearly the drow that would let you go. I have no idea where it is at.
Yeah,
could still be in here. If it knew it was good for it, it would definitely make itself scarce.
Yeah, I want to assume it's not in here. Yeah.
So that is a full disclosure of what we know, and I would highly recommend that you join us hightailing it out of here for now.
Sounds good.
Roll out.
Boot, boot, boot.
Does anybody else want to do anything in these mines prior to rolling out?
Except blow it up? Nah.
I don't want to blow it up, man. If we can come back and, I mean, I don't know that, blessing weapons for 10 hours does much. By the time we travel, it'll already be worn off.
Yeah, one time
not
this
as
forge
possible
was
as that, yeah.
strong enough to imbue magical weapons permanently, but seems to have lost some power after a few thousand years. Perhaps that could.
Well,
be
maybe
restored.
the miners can do something about that, or who knows? I don't know.
But yeah, as you guys are leaving the area, you guys come to the opening here, back in the very first room that you guys were in, and Gundren and crew are setting up to start the operation.
Down here?
Yep.
Okay.
They've made a little makeshift camp, and they greet you. They greet Gundren and Nundro. Shake hands and rejoice that they're together. The third brother has still missing. I don't know if where
Oh,
he's
he
at,
did.
but- Most likely, yes.
He's not
That
so much
dwarf dead.
missing as it is we don't know where his corpse is.
So that counts as missing.
Yeah,
Right.
Tharden has
Maybe
been
his
missing for
purpose.
quite some time.
I've had him over here.
Nope, didn't find a dwarf body.
Nobody.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so they thank you. Like I said, you guys are going to be leveling to level 5, but we can take care of that whenever. And past that, the only thing that's really left is heading back to town and letting people know that the mines are open again and that the towns will now prosper with, of course, your heroic deeds of clearing it out. And you'll start.
We
being
also
able
need to
earn
set up
money.
We need to set up some sort of restoration of the manor.
I thought we already did that.
Yeah, we already paid for that. Yeah, we did that.
Well,
Like,
you
All
paid
of it. I
for-
thought we had
you-
just started.
You definitely started. It was like 1,000. I think it was 1,500 gold
Yeah.
or something like that. But you also had to pay, figure out that crevice down underneath the manor.
yeah.
I don't know
There's a
why it was so
crevice we need to
unnaturally cold.
investigate.
We're gonna need to set up I'm no cook, and we're gonna have to set up jobs for people, butlers, guards. I mean, I can't imagine that the red brand just said, "Oh, 4 scary
Let's leave
people.
them alone. Yeah.
Let's never go back."
Let's get out of here.
We don't know whatever happened to Yarno, so I don't think we should just leave it. Okay, it's all good now. Mr. Rogers moved in.
Yeah.
So at some point we have to consider something like that to set up a truly permanent residents, so we have a substantial foothold.
The town.
So yeah, with some hard work and a little luck, you guys have defeated the Black Spider, undone his destructive plots, cleared Phandelver of the ruffians who threatened its people, reclaimed the lost mine of Wave Echo Cave. Your deeds will long be remembered here in Sword Coast. In years to come, the mines will be restored, and the Phandelver's pack will bring great riches to Phandelver and help establish peace and prosperity in the area. Gundren and Nundro Roxir will take over administration of the new mine. For you guys, the adventurers, you guys will get 10% share of the mine's profits. You guys will establish Tressendar Manor as your new home and base of operations.
Yeah.
Over the course of the next few months here, it'll be restored via the Woodworkers Lodge and various other townsfolk that'll help restore it.
Wonderful.
People here are
I love
glad
that.
to have you guys stay in town, of course. It's a very warm and welcoming rejoice of the townsfolk as you return and let everybody know. The mine will be
I'd
open
like
and
to,
they'll all prosper, of
yeah.
course.
As we come back into town, I'd like to stop in at the inn real quick, and I'd like to put 100 worth of gold for another banquet to be held in town.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'd like to interrupt that.
Oh,
And I'd like to set up something more significant than that.
okay.
I don't know what kind of money we're talking about with the 10%, but what I would absolutely like to see us do, at least as long as we can afford it, is every lunar cycle set up a feast in town in honor of Timora.
Ooh, I like it. Definitely seems like something we can arrange.
Yeah, today you could even do the like today could mark an annual like feast or something like that, where like today was the day that the mines were liberated.
I demand a statue be erected in my honor.
Oh, we're gonna have like a whole yard.
I'm
of
erect
it.
in your honor.
In like
Erect.
Tressendar Manor is gonna have like a whole hall of memories kind of thing, where we can come back and see.
Well,
Little
we still need
bits
to
of-
worry about the creepy, spooky crevice. So I'm not sure what to do about that, and I don't know even who to ask.
Oh, the Phandelver Miners Exchange. We'll stop.
Yeah, it was
in,
kind of
talk with
creepy,
the-
like an unnatural cold, but they could do like probably the physical work. It sounds like we're going to need to have some sort of exorcism, some sort of blessing, some sort of magical work done. I don't really know where it falls, but it's certainly I can't shoot it with an arrow.
Right.
It's beyond my abilities. I don't even know who to consult. Maybe the old guy at Edermath Orchard.
He is a retired adventurer. Probably has seen a lot.
Might have some ideas at least. Either that or talk to Sister Galadriel. Gariel.
Yeah.
Sister Gariel definitely could have
Gariel?
some insight. There's a few different factions that you guys have met in town that also could have a purpose or a goal in town.
So I guess, to start first, sure, we could throw a feast in honor of, happier
Yeah,
days ahead
yeah.
for the townsfolk, getting everything cleared out, and then
Yeah,
start
Reclamation
working on
Day.
making it a more livable place.
Yeah, reclamation kind of a day. Yeah, a celebration here in town.
I like that. Reclamation Day. That's what we'll call it.
Anybody giving a speech in town?
not it.
You say, Vanna, you're up.
No, that sounds like a Pat thing.
That sad prick. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's me. I could do that.
Yeah, I was about to say you can do that. I don't need to be here for that shit.
Yeah, she just toiling away. You know, there's so many bodies I need to heal. I'm busy. Go on, Pwen. And she just like pushes me from behind.
I feel like she'd more like kick you because you're kind of low to the ground.
Also,
Yeah.
I feel like that's just your dwarf hating side coming out.
Yeah, right. That's my comeuppance. I have to do this over and over.
So it looks like the monthly income you guys will be getting is about 2,400 gold pieces per month.
Holy shit.
Well, I think so. What would a feast cost monthly on like lunar cycles are roughly every 28 days? So what would that cost?
$1 million.
Like, what is the
Probably.
cost of a monthly feast?
How extravagant are you trying to make it?
Not extravagant. It's just it's just like a think of it like a family reunion or a picnic get together or something. It's just in honor of Time War. Or do you want us to just set an amount and whatever that is, that's what they can use to set up the celebration?
Well, there's a few different.
Wait, what did you say that the average annual income was for a normal non-adventurer?
Yeah, so there's squalid, which is 1 silver piece per day. Poor is 2 silver piece per day. Modest is 1 gold piece per day. Comfortable 2 gold piece per day. Wealthy 4 gold piece per day, and then aristocrat minimum 10 gold pieces per day.
And how many
Nice.
people are in town?
That's a good question. I think only about 100, but let me do a quick Google search. I'm sure somebody has this information.
Okay,
somewhere.
so 400. You said it's 10 gold pieces is extravagant. And you said there's
Aristocratic,
400.
yeah. So you could
So
easily
1
do,
gold
like,
piece, you said. So like if we set a festival at 1 gold piece, that's a day's wages just for a meal. So I'd imagine that it should be somewhere in the ballpark. That would be perfectly fine, not for an extravagant feast, but
Yeah.
1 gold piece per person.
I was
He
thinking
says
50,
20.
I was figuring 50 to 100 gold pieces per month, which is what it would cost to.
Oh, I
throw
was
a
going
pretty
to say
banging feast.
400.
Damn.
I would be fine with 400 going to it, but that's fine.
Most of
Like
the
1
people,
gold
the
piece
way
per.
that most of the people in this, they live anywhere between poor and modest, and that's their daily living expenses. That's not their meal expenses. So if you cut that in half, even if you're doing modest or even if you're doing comfortable, that's 1 gold piece. We'll say for a pretty good meal.
Yeah,
Which they
Yeah,
would
so,
have to
so you said 400 people, so
No, I said I think there's about 100. I mean, look at how many
100?
look at
Okay.
how many houses are on the map. There's really not that many.
Yeah,
But
it's,
I'm, but I'm,
Well, you
but I'm
figure
look-
there's average of like 4 people per house.
Yeah, I'm looking on the wiki. I'm sure there's some kind of there has to be a population here somewhere. And plus, it'll grow as time goes on.
So, all right, so we'll set aside. You guys feel comfortable with 200 gold pieces a month?
yeah, that's
For
more
what?
than fine.
To the
A,
For
to the
setting up,
monthly
festival.
or every lunar cycle, really, because they don't go by months.
Yeah.
Sure.
Roughly every
Yeah.
28 days. But he said 2,400 a month is what the income. So the mine itself is paying, way more than that. And is, I'd like the city to be on our side and in our pocket. Anything goes on, they're like, hey,
Hey, look, the very first
Things and
post
stuff.
I found says they're about 100 as well.
Benson, apparently YouTube doesn't like the word testicle.
okay.
I
To
imagine
allow
so.
that. I had to allow that chat to come through. Don't make me use my wrench power.
Phandelver is classed as a small town with a population of 1,080 people. Wow, that's way more. How
That's a lot of people.
How would 1,000 people fit in this little town? There's like
They
10
Stack 'em
houses.
high and deep.
I think I'll keep that one to myself.
There must be like I don't know. They must. This
Yeah,
must not
Frank.
just have the houses all over or something. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
There's a
All right,
suburb.
well,
just
I'm willing.
off of-
I'm willing to cut in. Let me say 1/6 1/6 of the profit of the mine. I mean, that seems pretty generous. We'll fund up to 400 gold pieces a month. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, that makes the math easier, so everybody gets 500 after the heads, are all
Sure.
accounted for. Well, then we also have to figure out what our monthly cost of upkeep for Tresendor Manor will be as well for our,
Well, but we'll just
security
take Vanna's
detail
share
of-
since she's committing herself to the holy life of working at the thing, and her share can just go to upkeep of the manor.
Oh, I might have to go to the church.
I'll let her decide. Vanna? Bueller?
Bueller.
I don't know. I say we take a vote of what to do with her share.
I mean, realistically, depending on what you guys are planning to hire for the inn, or for the manor rather, I would say even if she contributed $250 a month, that would cover probably everything. I mean, if you guys are looking for like a butler, that doesn't cost that much at all. Obviously, the more you pay, the more trustworthy they are, so they're less persuaded by others.
And it's not even terribly
Bodyguards.
more so that we need like a lot of staff. Yeah, it's that we need like a security detail. It would be nice if we had
Right.
some like small farming.
I don't want
stuff
to
set
cook and
up
I don't want
too.
to clean, but I can't imagine we would need more than a staff of, say, 4 or 5 people.
Yeah,
And then you said that the modest income.
Bro,
So
I'm a dragon man. I don't know what kind of maintenance I need.
Not much
Do
different
I
than a
need
human.
handlers or something?
No, you're
Yeah, okay,
you're fairly
cool.
human.
Okay, cool.
Well, we're not going to be there most of the, we're not going to be there
Like,
most
do I
of the
need-
time anyway.
Do I need shit shovelers or like?
I mean, maybe it depends on how civilized you feel like being.
I think it's a really good point that we won't be habitating here all too often. In all honesty, come the resumption of the campaign, I'm
Now I'm gonna
expecting
assume-
to like leave the town.
And I'm going to assume that buying the goodwill of the people is going to function much the same as a security detail. That anything that's going on, they may not fight them off, but at least they'll notify us of anything suspicious going on.
And I am
Oh, yeah.
certain that if I shit in the corner, big old dragon style, that Alfred's gonna clean it up. Got it.
Yeah,
Also,
right.
Sure, thumbs
Sildar
up.
did also mention that he
Sure.
was going to start getting a towns guard together once he was able to with the gauntlet.
Yeah, did we ever
But
figure
you
out
know
who
how
can trench
popular
and stuff?
people are that, give free food on a consistent basis.
Yo, for reals.
I like
Yeah.
free food. So
Right,
mercenaries,
that's what I'm
I would say that if you want good quality mercenaries, you're probably looking at 2 gold pieces per day. So it depends on how many you want.
So like 60 per mercenary per month.
Yeah.
Average.
It's like a good quality, probably like a CR1 guard. You
Okay.
could obviously pay more or less depending on.
I don't think we need more than 2.
Shit, I was thinking 5, but okay.
I was thinking
I ain't
3 or
paying no
4.
$300 a month for fucking security guards.
How'd you cheat?
Look, we're splitting it up. You're welcome to spend your 500, 300 a month on security guards.
No, because then they're just gonna end up cleaning up my dragon poop. It's okay.
So you just don't have anybody that cleans up your dragon poop, and you just have more guards.
I like cards.
Right. So I don't know. You come up with a reasonable sum and like what we actually kind of like take home after expenses and after setting up a town festival monthly. Even if we're splitting up, let's say 1,000 at the end of it after you deduct all expenses amongst the 3 of us, make it 900, 300 in our pocket every month. For nothing.
Well, not for nothing. You've earned it.
Okay.
Yeah.
For half
Okay.
the Let's say even if we split up 1,200 every month, 400 a piece, that's fine with me.
Well, if they're 60 a month for a guard, we'll
You
probably
could
want
always
what?
also split it up. You could
Two?
have one guard at CR1, which is the 2 gold pieces per month. Then you could have like 5 at CR 1/2, which is 1 gold piece per month. So you could have like a leader and then like a guard captain plus like X number of smaller guys. Just so you have more numbers, I guess, if that's desired.
Well, I mean, we also need to find out like what the town's guard situation is being set up by
So that's basically the
Sildar.
breakdown of the cost. The number on the left is the challenge rating of the guard or the mercenary, and then the number on the right is how much gold it costs per day. And there are higher number, but I imagine you don't want to pay too much.
Well, I'm assuming we're going to want at least 2 of the higher ones because you can't stay awake 24/7.
Yeah.
Or one of the higher ones. I mean, honestly, I don't care. It's not very much. So, like, it's sort of whatever to me. I think
All right.
that any more than
So one higher
4
one and
is, like,
5 of
overkill.
the smaller guys, 4 of the smaller guys.
Yeah,
Hey, if you
works
get
for
an
me.
elf, they only have to sleep 4 hours a day.
Can you just buy elves?
I mean, I'm sure you could buy anything if you got enough money.
Interesting.
So we're talking basically our security. If we get 1 good one and 4 nubs, it's like 100 gold pieces a month for security detail. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
And what did you say that what was this pay
The,
scale on normal
180.
people, like servants and butlers and cooks and shit? What's the average going to be per day?
Depends on how much you want to pay them.
Well, you said that there was like poor people and
Yeah,
not
I mean,
poor people.
Yeah. So if
And
you're if
also,
you're
they would be living, for room and board would be
Hello?
included in this. They're going to be taking part in living in the manor. They're going to be there all the
Oh
time.
yeah, so
So
are the security guards. I mean, that's all going to be part and parcel.
Yeah.
I want them all staying there. I want the place occupied.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
I
so
think as far as
a
like,
modest
our hands and
lifestyle
stuff-
is keeps you out of the slums, maintains good equipment. It's you don't go hungry, and your living conditions are clean and simple. That's 1 gold piece a day for a modest lifestyle.
Wow, that seems expensive.
Comfortable is 2 gold pieces. Wealthy is 4. Aristocratic is 10. So it
Wow.
goes from
So I was figuring at least 4 regular staff, cook, butler, and basically like 2 maids.
Well,
So I would say the
the
cook and the
flip is,
butler.
though, like, we're not
What's that?
paying for their housing. We are their housing. If
Yeah.
anything, they should be paying us for that, or that's deducted.
All right, so
out
we'll
of their
say that
normal
they're
wage.
modest, but even with modest, I'd rather them not be like poor people. I don't want them to be modest people. I would rather them be comfortable. So cut the comfortable in half. We'll call it modest. That's 4 gold pieces a day for our staff.
Looks
So-
like unskilled hirelings cost 2 silver pieces per day. Skilled hirelings cost 2 gold pieces. But depends on how good of servants you wanted.
Well, I definitely want a good cook. I think people that clean, basically shovel dragon poop, can be pretty unskilled.
I
So
mean,
I was just trying
you
to
could do
round it all out without dragging this out into like minutia and call it 4 gold pieces a day for 4 staff. But if you want to go 5 gold pieces a day for 4 staff, I'm fine with that as well. That's 150 a month plus 100, so 250 a month would be the maintenance fee for the manor. It doesn't include supplies like food and things of that nature, but I don't know how far
Oh.
down this rabbit hole we want to go.
No, I mean it's fine to guesstimate. $250 a month because you're paying the paying if you're paying for their lifestyle, you're paying for their food, their board, you're paying for everything. So that's gonna count. That's gonna calculate the food as well. So the $250 a month would be pretty accurate, I think, to house and maintain the manor,
Right.
including guards and butlers and whatnot.
And
I don't know if you wanna
that
call them
includes the
servants.
supplies?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that. What about you guys?
Yeah.
We could just
more-
round it off to be 500 per month for the feast and just to make it easy, the feast and because I mean the towns they're going to it might cost you that much money to just pay for the supplies are going to cost cheaper than it would cost to pay for something at a restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So,
And
like-
probably if they know a feast is coming every month, they would have a discount because they know what to plan for, blah, 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 blah. I
Yeah,
get
they
it.
can buy in bulk.
The
So,
problem
yeah.
with 500 is now we have 1,900 a month left over between 4 people.
Well, then we'll do
475.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And since Vanna's
I
becoming
was
an
gonna say,
NPC,
if we could work the deal out to make the combined upkeep and town festival 400, that would be a nice even split at $2,000 between 4 people.
well, if Vanna's becoming an NPC, I don't know that. I mean, I guess it would be still an even split that way, but it's kind of just chucking 600 gold down the drain or 500 gold down the drain, going towards nothing. Realistically,
Well, but
Vanna's
but
income could be the one that's paying for
all
both
of it.
both the manor and the Shrine of Luck. Anything for the church. I mean, her share could definitely be covering all of that if she doesn't mind that.
Well, she's not even here to speak up for herself, so.
How does she drop?
No, I'm here. The mute button was just broken. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, good.
But
Oh.
yeah, I don't mind. Do whatever you
So-
need to as DM
So then
for
2,400 a
Vana stuff.
month divided by 4 would be 600, which would more than cover what you were talking about, leaving each of the rest of us remaining 600 a month in our pockets.
Right. And you could even get more guards and whatnot to make up the extra difference of the 600. Plus the
Or chip into the town's guard.
town's guard,
Right,
and
yeah.
also the Shrine of Luck and whatnot could be made larger and maybe into an actual temple, and that would give you benefits of getting like a priest in town, which could, well, obviously she is one, but at a certain point she'll be able to train people to make holy water, holy potion or healing potions, and the like, even heal.
What about, should we be concerned with fixing up the town, like a lot of these like dilapidated buildings, the crumbling wall?
Oh yeah, definitely there is some cost, and if you wanted to put the walls back
Fence
around.
Tonight.
And consider that coming out of that same pool of money that she was contributing to make up the difference instead of more guards and whatnot. That all essentially comes from that fund. All right, well, I got nothing else beyond that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have to
I think that's
imagine
pretty
there
good
is
upkeep in there.
other maps that have been
Investors in the
created by
town,
people
yeah.
that have like restored. I know that restoring Phandelver is like the walls will all be restored. That's
Oh
pretty
my
standard.
Jesus! It fell over. You fell over. That shit's touchy.
Good
You're
story,
not
bro.
muted.
Something fell over.
Sorry. All my stuff on my desk is super touchy. I don't know why. Like, I had a little figurine and I like touched something on my desk and it just fell over.
The
Gotcha.
cascade of being a collector.
Yeah, that's why.
Well, I think that has I think that has, at least for my part, for this campaign, kind of wrapped up neatly.
Yeah, you guys will have a passive income of some good amount of money per month. Obviously, in the downtime, I mean, you can spend as much, I guess, realistically, spend as much downtime as you'd like. I think the way it works, there's something called earning downtime. And I guess it depends. What do you want to do next? Is there a module you guys have in mind that you'd like to run? The
do you
continuation
guys
of
wanna,
this is the dragon one. Dragon.
I'd
Court of the
really
Dragon
rather
King.
not. I'd really rather not have to make that decision right now, and I think we could discuss it sort of over the coming weeks.
Sure.
But maybe for the audience, at least set an expectation of, well, keep tuning in to Cardboard Conversations for updates on a continuation or possible continuation of our D&D adventures here.
Right.
And don't forget to go subscribe, check out, like, watch videos, and leave comments for Mr. Prime. And a big round of applause to both him and Vanna for joining us here at Pure MTG on our D&D adventures.
Yeah, thank you much,
Woot
guys, for
woot.
stopping in and playing with us. And
It's been a
I'm
blast.
definitely, I'm planning on doing something for D&D. I've done a little bit of DMing before, so if Matt felt like, having me run a couple of one-shots or something, a few one-offs, maybe that's some extra content we could get into. It'd be a fun experience.
Yeah, I like playing characters.
Thank you to the audience for tuning in and watching us. I'm always very big on, people's time, and indeed, it's a commitment of all the people in the audience. So thank you guys for watching us, and continue to support us. We appreciate it. We are now officially partners. I don't know what that means, but yay.
Yeah, I figured I'd make an announcement once I actually turn on all the stuff.
Oh, we can preview it to the people, the small audience that is here, Mr. Benson and Richie Dubs watching us, and
Sure.
and sorry I didn't get to shoot anything in the face tonight, do some fancy arrow work, but it is what it is. And we've wrapped things up. We have I've never done this before, had a permanent residence and a passive income, and some of the more.
I've got to say, all the D&D campaigns I've watched, everything that I've partaken in before, I've never really heard of this being a thing. So I'm really looking forward to the world building that we've gotten into, and would love to see where it goes. This was a phenomenal time. My first time really as a player character all the way through a module. So thank you everybody for, taking part in this, and bearing with me as I figured out the right amount of role play for both myself and the group.
Finally.
Yeah, I
"God,
suck
is
at
nothing
role
gonna
play.
hit?"
No, I was like, I'm gonna roll dice.
Oh, I
Crap.
missed.
crap. Oh, that was a decent.
Oh, I hit
one.
that time. Oh, boy, showing us all up for that big 6 damage.
Whiff.
Yeah, right. Well, that's when I would
All
just
right, well,
expend
I
some
think
of
that's
my
going to
time.
do it for me tonight, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, although it was short and not really action-packed. I think it neatly tied up a lot of loose ends. Thank you again, Matt, for an excellent job of DMing for us, making it. I know it's difficult with the different levels of role play in the group. Excellent work with the roll 20 stuff and setting things up for us. Thank you very much for everything you've done DMing, and I think I've thanked pretty much everybody. So
Sure.
thanks for letting me geek out.
Thanks, Vanna, for joining us, and you ever want to come back,
Sorry
you're
about
welcome,
the-
of course.
Sorry about the late join.
all good.
I'm not 100% sure if I can make next campaign, simply because college schedules and work schedules aren't always fantastic.
Yeah. Just whenever, if you ever wanted to, if you're ever available, I'm just saying you're welcome.
We'll have a guest star from time to time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I think we'll end it there, and then keep an eye on the channel for the partnership. We're fairly close to being able to be full-on partnerships. Right now, we're like a partial partner. I don't even know what the hell to call it. It just says we're partnered, but we can't do certain things until we meet our 1,000 whatever subscriber crap. So we're working on that. So thanks for watching, and keep an eye on the channel for more stuff.
Bye.